Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we carefully monitor the most significant developments surrounding the British royal family. Today, we explore a truly momentous occasion, one that marks a powerful return to public life for Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, Catherine, as she champions a cause that lies at the very core of her royal mission: the vital investment in early childhood development. Before we dive into the details of this critical engagement, please take a moment to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and ringing that notification bell so you never miss an update about the future Queen's activities. The world watched with great interest as Princess Catherine resumed her formal engagements with renewed focus, centering her efforts on Tuesday, November 18th. This was far more than a routine public appearance. It was a deliberate, strategic moment aimed at accelerating her flagship initiative by uniting London's most influential business leaders and key figures across society in a collective ambition to reshape the future workforce of the United Kingdom. The highlight of her much-anticipated return was the prestigious Future Workforce Summit. This pivotal gathering was not arranged by chance. It was hosted by the Royal Foundation Business Task Force for Early Childhood, an organization the Princess has personally guided and cultivated from the very outset. The objective of the summit was unmistakably clear: to mobilize the corporate sector toward recognizing the profound economic and societal benefits that emerge from investing attention, resources, and innovation into the earliest years of life. Kensington Palace, fully aware of the importance of this milestone, ensured the public remained well informed. They released a striking collection of videos and high-resolution photographs capturing the Princess of Wales at the summit, poised, focused, and deeply engaged as she oversaw the proceedings. These images vividly portray the energy and dedication the future Queen brings to her charitable commitments, reinforcing her unwavering devotion to advancing this crucial area of research and advocacy. The palace's most recent announcement offered a thorough update on the princess's evolving strategic plans, signaling that she is now progressing to the next essential stage of her mission. This mission, arguably the defining feature of her public service, is to ensure that every child in the nation receives the strongest possible foundation for lifelong success, a beginning secure enough to support decades of development, growth, and well-being. The atmosphere at the summit was one of intense, high-level discussion. The princess addressed a carefully selected and deeply influential audience. More than 80 of the United Kingdom's most powerful business leaders were in attendance, invited with the specific intention of championing the necessity of investing in the early years. Her remarks were not ceremonial in nature. They were a compelling, data-driven presentation outlining why corporate responsibility must now extend into the realm of human development, recognizing that the workforce of the future begins with the toddlers of today. The commitment she sought was readily offered. Throughout the event, these leaders collectively pledged to advance and expand upon the momentum first generated by the task force when it launched back in 2023. This continuity and elevation of effort underscore the growing seriousness with which the corporate world views the princess's initiative, moving the conversation beyond philanthropy and into the realm of integrated business strategy. The message released by Kensington Palace and shared widely across the Prince and Princess of Wales's official Instagram account was both deeply moving and profoundly philosophical. It beautifully encapsulated the core belief driving this entire initiative. The official statement read, "We believe that we must do all we can to create the conditions for love to flourish. That is how we invest in our future." This emphasis on creating the conditions for love elevates the discussion far beyond traditional childcare, positioning the early years as the forging ground for emotional intelligence, resilience, interpersonal connection, and long-term societal harmony. The palace continued its message by highlighting just how successful the summit had been. A brilliant day, highlighting the vital role businesses can play in early childhood. This point is essential. The focus is not limited to government programs or nonprofit efforts. Instead, it recognizes the enormous structural, financial, and cultural influence that major corporations hold, and how that influence can be channeled toward enhancing the lives of the youngest members of society. The announcement also detailed the summit's most urgent objective. It articulated a clear and compelling priority: to ensure the next generation develops the uniquely human skills required to thrive in a world shaped by rapid technological change. The statement emphasized that this development must begin in the earliest years of life. This message resonates powerfully in the modern global landscape, where artificial intelligence and automation are quickly reshaping entire industries. The capabilities that machines cannot emulate: empathy, creativity, critical reasoning, communication, and collaboration, are precisely the skills molded during early childhood. Through this initiative, the princess and her task force make a direct, unambiguous connection between cultivating these foundational abilities and ensuring the United Kingdom's long-term economic stability, competitiveness, and social well-being. During her compelling address, the princess urged the assembled business leaders to think beyond traditional models. She called upon them to recognize the specific needs of parents and primary caregivers raising children under the age of 5. She emphasized with passion that strategic investment in early childhood development is not an expense. It is a monumental asset, one that yields benefits far beyond immediate family life, ultimately contributing to healthier communities, stronger economies, and a more engaged and resilient workforce. Her message was a call for systemic change, flexible working schedules, expanded parental leave, and workplace cultures that genuinely honor and support the critical responsibilities of raising young children. The princess argued that when businesses support families, they are effectively investing in their own employees' stability and mental well-being, boosting retention, engagement, and productivity. It was a powerful demonstration of the economic logic behind compassion. Visually, the Princess of Wales embodied professional dedication. She appeared radiant and poised in a precisely tailored, business-ready gray pantsuit. This wardrobe choice was intentional, signaling her role not only as a royal patron, but as a serious advocate and convener of high-level discussions. Her ensemble reinforced the significance of the moment, enabling her to confidently unite the diverse group of senior business leaders and guide them as they absorbed essential insights from leading experts in early childhood science and human development. The careful orchestration of the event, the meticulously arranged staging, the attendance of more than 80 prominent figures, and the precise messaging released by Kensington Palace clearly demonstrates the seriousness with which Princess Catherine approaches this work. This is not a passing interest. It is the cornerstone of her long-term contribution to both the monarchy and the nation. She recognizes that the health and strength of the adult population begin long before formal education. They begin in the nursery, within the home, and in the supportive environments that society either provides or fails to provide during the critical first 5 years of life. The Future Workforce Summit confirmed that the strategy launched in 2023 is not slowing down. It is, instead, gaining tremendous speed and expanding its influence. Under the princess's steadfast guidance, the Business Task Force is poised to become an even more potent engine for societal change, translating scientific insights about neurological development into practical, actionable corporate policies. The leaders who gathered on Tuesday, November 18th, left with a clear mandate to embed the principles of early childhood support into the very DNA of their organizations, acknowledging that sound developmental science ultimately equates to sound economic policy. This focus on the early years also reflects the monarchy's enduring dedication to long-term societal stability. By prioritizing the foundational health and education of the youngest children, Princess Catherine is working to ensure that the next generation is equipped not merely to cope, but to genuinely excel in a world defined by rapid technological advancement. Her emphasis on nurturing uniquely human skills is a strategic answer to the challenges of the 21st century. It is rooted in the belief that emotional intelligence and human connection will always be essential, no matter how sophisticated technology becomes. The release of the striking videos and photographs by Kensington Palace served two important purposes. First, it documented the success of the summit and highlighted the collaborative spirit between the Royal Foundation and the business community. Second, it provided a compelling visual narrative of the princess's unwavering professionalism, reinforcing her public image as a dedicated, thoughtful, and highly focused working royal. Her demeanor, calm, authoritative, and profoundly committed, left no question about the personal importance she attaches to this cause. The words shared on the official Instagram account, we believe that we must do all we can to create the conditions for love to flourish, will likely become an enduring phrase associated with her mission. It is a simple yet powerful encapsulation of a complex social and scientific goal: to create environments for young children that provide safety, warmth, emotional support, and intellectual nourishment, enabling their innate potential to grow without obstruction. The successful assembly of more than 80 of the United Kingdom's most influential business leaders on November 18th illustrates the extraordinary convening power of the Princess of Wales. Her involvement elevates the early years cause from a charitable interest to a mainstream economic priority. These leaders, representing significant portions of the British economy, have now publicly committed to supporting the task force's mission to prepare the next generation for the inevitable disruptions and opportunities brought about by technological progress. In summary, Princess Catherine's latest appearance at the Future Workforce Summit was far more than a ceremonial engagement. It was a bold declaration of purpose. It reinforced her unwavering dedication to the early years mission, accelerated the momentum of the business task force established in 2023, and secured the indispensable support of more than 80 influential business leaders. Her message could not have been clearer. Investing in the needs of parents and caregivers of children under the age of 5 is one of the most strategic investments any modern economy can make, an investment that ultimately benefits society at every level. This engagement offers much to consider as we reflect upon the Princess of Wales's long-term strategic vision and her growing impact on British society. She continues to use her platform to advocate for meaningful research-driven change at the highest tiers of corporate influence. And now, we turn the conversation over to you, our insightful viewers. What are your thoughts on Princess Catherine's emphasis on developing uniquely human skills in an era defined by rapid technological acceleration? Do you believe the corporate sector should take on a stronger role in supporting early childhood development and the essential needs of caregivers? We welcome and value your perspectives. Please share your opinions and observations in the comments section below. We always appreciate your thoughtful contributions. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us for our next royal and celebrity update as we continue to follow the most important stories shaping our world today. Thank you for watching.